updates on Overt Radio. I am Bukola Olorolafe. First, the headlines. No headway on Electoral Act amendment bill in Senate. Kogi government orders temporary school closure over security concerns. Gospel music legend Ron Kenoli passes away at 81. NGX trading session records mixed outcome as on over surges. Now the news in details. Deliberations on the Electoral Act 2022 repeat and reenactment Bill 2026 ended inconclusively on Tuesday after the Senate spent over 4 hours in a closed-door session reviewing the report of the 7-member ad hoc committee. The committee, chaired by Senator Niyi Adegbomure, was tasked with harmonizing lawmakers' contributions on the bill. Other members include Senators Adamo Alero, Aminu Tambua, Adams Oshomole, Danjuma Goje, Tony Nwoye, and Titus Zanu. Senate President Godswill Akpabio declined to disclose details of the deliberations, adjourning plenary to the next legislature day. The upper chamber had earlier deferred considerations of the bill to allow for a thorough review. Tuesday's session was convened to examine proposed amendments and supporting documents submitted by Senator Simon Lalong, Chairman of the Senate Committee on Electoral Matters. The Kogi state government has announced the immediate closure of schools across the state, citing credible intelligence reports aimed at protecting pupils, students, and teachers. Ruben Jimo, chairman of the National Association of Proprietors of Private School (NNPPS) Kogi State Central, has confirmed that the government has advanced the midterm break, turning it into an emergency lockdown effective until February 16, 2026. Speaking in Lakaja, Commissioner for Information and Communications, Kingsley Farmer, explained that the decision was taken as a precautionary measure. He stressed that the move was not driven by panic but by responsibility. The safety of our children, teachers, and educational institutions remain non-negotiable. This administration will always prioritize lives while ensuring continuity in government and education, Fariwo said. Renowned American gospel singer, worship leader, and pastor Ron Kenoli has died at the age of 81. His passing on Tuesday, February 3rd, 2026, has sparked tribute from Christian music communities worldwide. Kenoli, born December 6, 1944, in Countyville, Kansas, became a global figure in contemporary praise and worship music. His 1992 album, Lift Him Up, with Ron Kenoli, propelled him to international fame, with songs such as Ancients of Days and Jesus is Alive becoming staples in churches across continents. Over his career, Kenoli released more than 20 albums, blending gospel praise and contemporary Christian music in a style that influenced generations of worship leaders. He also served as pastor and worship leader of Jubilee Christian Center in San Jose, California, and was the regular presence at international worship conference. Tribute have poured in from pastors, gospel artists, and worship leaders, including Nigerian minister Nathan Obasi, who acknowledged Kenoli's profound influence on modern worship. In the world of business, the Nigerian Exchange Limited (NGX) closed Tuesday trading session with a blend of gains and losses, as turnover rose sharply despite decline in overall volume and number of deals. Market data showed that 736,140,408 shares worth 24.37 billion naira were exchanged in 45,944 transactions. The transactions represented a 3% drop in trading volume and a 17% decline in deals compared to Monday's figure. However, turnover improved in key sectors. At the close of trade, market capitalization stood at 106.5 trillion naira, reflecting a sustained investor confidence in the equities market. Out of 132 listed equities, 35 recorded price appreciation, while 34 declined industrial and medical gases. And the gainers led the chart with a 10% rise, followed by Union Deacon South, Chizo Agro Allied Industries, and Austin Lars and Company. Each person 10% gain. Analysts record renewed investor interest in small capital stocks, driving these investments. In sports, Arsenal secured their first League Cup final appearance in 8 years with a 1-0 win over Chelsea in the semi-final second leg of the Emirates Stadium. Kai Havertz struck in stoppage time to seal the victory, sending Mikel Arteta's aide to Wembley, where they will face either Manchester City or Newcastle on March 22nd. The triumph marked redemption for the Gunners, who had lost 4 consecutive semi-finals in recent years. Arsenal last won the League Cup in 1993 and now have a chance to end a long drought with the last trophy being the 2020 FA Cup. Arteta defended his team's style of play and made criticism of their reliance on set pieces, insisting his side are among the most exciting in Europe. Just before we go, it is advisable that you do not drink when driving to save lives. You can follow us on our various social media platforms, X, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok at Overt Radio Live. On YouTube, subscribe and watch us live on our channel, Overt Radio Live. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. No headway on Electoral Act's Amendment Bill in Senate. Kogi government orders temporary school closure over security concerns. Gospel music leader Ron Kenoli passes away at 81. NGS Radio sections record mixed outcomes as Sonova suits. For more stories, visit our website overnews.com. To contact the newsroom, send a message to overtradio@gmail.com. That ends the news update on Overt Radio, compiled by Kenneth Afo. I am Bukola Oluwolafe. Thank you for listening.